Are you one of those people that catch yourself saying, there'll never be enough? You can't have everything in life. Or do you deprive yourself of some of the small pleasures because you don't think you're worthy or you don't have enough money? Or do you catch yourself having the same money and scarcity and lack of earning issues as your parents and grandparents did? Oh, I'm sorry. Is that you? My hunch is it is. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bro Show. My name is Michael Lozier. I'm a certified emotion code facilitator, and I'm here with
John Severity, also certified emotion code and body code practitioner. Pleasure to be here again on this hot topic.
That's right. We're here live every Saturday. And John, today's episode is number 46. So that means we've been here 46 Saturdays. And every Saturday we choose a different theme here's the purpose of the show, is to educate you about the emotion code as a client and to do a demo, to pick different subjects. John, let's kind of brainstorm some of the things that we worked on in the past. I know we're not going to remember all 46. I remember some of them. I remember candy and food, Halloween candy, Easter candy, lower back pain, nasal problems,
brain
seasonal
fog,
allergies,
panic
attacks.
Excessive urination.
Yes, excessive urination, constipation.
Resistance to exercise.
Yeah, resistance to exercise.
Clutter.
And business blocks.
Business blocks, yeah.
Yeah, we've tried it all.
Writer's blocks.
We didn't try it all, we did it all. So you can go to HangoutWithMichael.com/bros and you can get the link to the playlist to watch all of these, or you can go to iTunes or Android and look up Emotion Code Bros Show and be part of the podcast people listening on podcast. We want to do a shout out to them. So John, why don't you set us up for today's exciting show? It's something that you and I have been helping people with in our sessions, and today we're bringing it live on air for them. What is today's show, please?
Today's show is on money blocks and that scarcity or lack mentality or scarcity consciousness.
Yes.
So just you're attracting that scarcity, that mindset that there's just never enough, you're going broke, and just money is hard to come by.
Yeah. If you're curious and you're wondering if you have scarcity consciousness, take a look around and see what you're getting. It's a perfect match. Earlier I said, are you depriving yourself of going for that dinner or buying that thing that you want because you're scared about money? You're not going to know what it's come from. And have you tried everything, like really everything? Well, not quite, because you haven't had an emotion code session on it yet, to find out what's causing this. Well, our hunch, it's caused from trapped emotion. Well, it's not a hunch at all. It is caused by trapped emotions. John, can you define what a trapped emotion is for our friends at home, please?
Yeah, trapped emotion is an unprocessed emotional event, something from the past that is an energy, and it's about the size of your fist or larger, maybe the size of a cantaloupe. And it actually is like a double-edged sword in that it affects you physically and mentally. So it can create aches and pains and cause you to grind your teeth, or it can create anxiety, depression, or just keep you in that scarcity mindset.
And sometimes people know about a past event that they had, when they were young, or past relationship, and they say, you know what, that effed me up. That event frigged me up. That's what I meant by F.
Freaked, yeah.
The letter
Freaked
F
me out.
by frigging. Yeah, it messed up my life. Every time I go to do something that I know that's shaped my future and has shaped your future, and they're called trapped emotions, and there's 60 of them. Dr. Bradley Nelson wrote the book. We are both certified by Dr. Bradley Nelson from the Emotion Code. There is a list of 60 trapped emotions. These are like orange cones on the highway that says, you can't have that, you can't go there, it's stopped and blocked. So when you say you want to attract more money or make more money or raise your prices, cue the orange cone, please.
You're not going. Slow down. Detour.
You're not going there. So what's your orange cone that's blocking you and stopping you from making money or winning prizes or becoming abundant or getting free things or getting customers and clients or getting that money somebody owes you? The block is called trapped emotions. So there's a few kinds of trapped emotions. We want to do a little mini training session today, John, about trapped emotions so people understand it's not just their own.
Oh.
So, welcome everybody. Today you know what? Let's do a little shout out first, and then we got a new graphic to show people today. Hashtag new graphic to show you the different types of trapped emotions. But let's take a peek out in the room, out in the chat room, and see who has joined us already, please.
Barbara Rowing says, "Good evening, bros, from a rainy England." Well, it's raining here in Vancouver as well, Barbara. Yeah. Susan Arthur says, "I seem to continually have a money block. Definitely need to help release that. Hashtag little bugger."
Natasha Paula Samuel. Hello, Michael and John. Looking forward to another Razzle Dazzle show. And Elaine Goldman has joined us. Good morning, bros.
Shona Peltier says, "Good morning." And Barb Ashcroft says, "Good morning, bros."
Our friend Kelly Carson, loyal watcher, she's joined us this morning as well. And Shirley Pierre from Good Morning from Winnipeg, Canada. Good morning, Shirley.
Good morning. Yeah. And Maria Favita says, "Good morning." And Cindy Griffin Elder says, "Good morning, bros."
Good stuff. Misty Adders is in the house. She's saying good morning. Calling Teresa McSpirit. Good morning, John and Michael. I'm interested in being chosen together. Okay.
Great.
Yeah, Alaska Misty's in the house. Who else, John?
Jim Hayward is here. And Elise Shockey says, "Good morning."
Jim, Elise, both good morning. Okay,
and
looks like Shirley Pierre shared a link. It might be to our group, I'm not sure. David R. White says, "It was." I'm not sure what he was referring to, but it sounds like it was happy, whatever it was.
It was. It was
happy.
Natalie McNulty says, "Hey guys, Purple Heart." And Sheldon Foster.
Yeah, Sheldon's actually at the Emotion Code Retreat with Dr. Bradley Nelson. So he's saying, hashtag healing retreat number 18. Hey, Sheldon, would you be a dove? And would you give a shout out to Dr. Bradley Nelson if you get a chance, and tell him that we are his loyal fans and his loyal students, and we love him. Dr. Bradley Nelson.
Yeah, just say hi to him. Hey, Sheldon, you should be paying attention to the retreat right now, shouldn't you?
Yeah.
You're having a bro break.
A bro break. Pamelia Bell saying good morning to you and I. That's nice to hear.
Kevin Humes watching. Says, "Love the work, gents. Way to go, boss is." Yeah.
And Barbara Rowing, good evening, bros, from rainy England. Nice to see you. Hey, I also want to do a shout out to people that were at the Entrepreneurial Summit yesterday here in Victoria. I met lots of great peeps. I did a 2-hour RD presentation. No, not research and development.
Nope.
Razzle dazzle. I razzle dazzled everybody at that seminar yesterday. It was lots of fun. And then a woman came up and sat beside me over lunch, and I have a law of attraction question, and it wasn't a law of attraction question at all. Well, it was, but it turned into, you need a heart wall session in the back of the room. Come with me. So I did. I gave her a heart wall session. She came up to me later. She said, "I cannot believe how different I feel." She said, "I feel lighter." Her whole face, everything changed about her. So welcome everybody. Again, John and I are here every Saturday. We love having you here. We both have a very active practice. We're very successful. Me doing Emotion Code, John with Emotion Code and Body Code. We'd love to help you today. We both have money programs. There's more than one trapped emotion for money, but today it's one of the big buggers. You hear the little buggers? This is the big bugger, and it's around scarcity consciousness or scarcity mindset. Are you always saving? Are you always scared to spend? Are you denying yourself? You know what I'm talking about. Tell us what you might think that one of the signs of your scarcity consciousness might be. So, John, today we're going to do a little training session on the different types of trapped emotions. And we're starting right here. So, John, take it away, please. First, redefine what a trapped emotion is, and then we're going to talk about the three types and what they mean, particularly in today's conversation about abundantness and scarcity consciousness and your self-worth around earnings and
Yeah,
clients and all of
absolutely.
it. Go ahead, John.
Yeah. So a trapped emotion is an unprocessed emotion from a past negative event. And it is can be influencing you mentally and physically as well. So aches and pains and creating this scarcity mindset or money blocks. So one type of trapped emotion is actually inherited. So you can get trapped emotions from your parents, grandparents, great grandparents, and it can go back multiple generations.
That's right.
And so you can actually be born with your ancestors' vibrational patterns of what was going on in their lives with money. If you think
It's
back,
almost
a few
like
hundred years. Yeah,
it's almost like vibrational DNA. You
it
know,
is.
yeah,
Exactly.
that their unprocessed negative emotions were in the sperm and the egg. There's no other way to say that. That got passed down to you. So that's one way these are inherited. And they're, particularly around your parents' money. What trapped emotion did they have about money? Even the grandparents, when the times were tougher and there was war, and they had events in their life, and those trapped emotions got passed on to them, and then got passed on to the parents, and then you picked it up. It's not even your stuff, but you are having the results of having these trapped emotions that are causing you not to make money and not to keep money, to have money issues, and you're thinking, where did I get all this stuff? Cue the blue box, inherited from
Inherited.
parents and
Yeah.
grandparents. So those things there, John, we find those in an emotion code session where we become your proxy. We do muscle testing. We ask your subconscious mind, what's causing what's causing my lack of money? What's causing my scarcity consciousness? And we would say, well, you know what? You have some insecurity passed on from your mom or your dad. Oh, it's your mom. So we find that, and as a practitioner, we delete and remove that unprocessed negative emotion, cue the cone. We delete the cone or the trapped emotion that was in the way that was stopping money flowing to you that was inherited. Okay, next kind, John.
Prenatal trapped emotions. So this means that you actually can take on trapped emotions in the womb. So a lot of them are in the third trimester or second trimester, and you're actually absorbing that from your mom. I found them from dad as well, and older jealous siblings. So you can take them on that way as well.
Yeah.
Prenatal.
So if your mom was pregnant and she went through a tough time, you could have, well, they are common. You could have picked up some prenatal trapped emotions. Sometimes I see pregnant women, they cover their stomach, trying to protect it from negativity. And I know it's only symbolism to them, but in reality, it's real. It's real. So, that's why, and now I understand it better. That's why pregnant mothers should be avoiding drama and problems and negativity, because now I understand better that the baby will absorb those. When I was doing a lot of when I was doing a lot of work on my body size and weight loss, I had like 60. I had 60 prenatal trapped emotions because
Oh
I
yeah.
know that my mother and father were obsessed with overweight and overeating, and it was a conversation all the time. And my little tiny tadpole of myself absorbed those trapped emotions, and they were prenatal, and they played a very significant role in my body changes. So even when I'm working with a client, we get prenatal. I always ask them, is this something you've had forever? And they say, oh yes, this has been my lifetime issue, obviously, because they had it before they were born. So there's inherited trapped emotions from your parents and grandparents. Then there's one that you absorb, John said, from your siblings, from your parents, trauma, accidents, anything they went through. As if that's not enough, John.
Oh
As if there's not enough
yeah.
crap that you're picking up. But then we have the what kind?
Your own.
Your
So
own.
yeah, obviously you can create your own through ups and downs in life and traumas and accidents and stress. Generally, it's called stress. And 80% of all disease and illness can be contributed to stress. So your own trapped emotions.
Right. So as a practitioner, we find out, you'll hear us say, is it yours? Or so I would say, is it mine? Is it inherited? Oh, well, which one? Oh, it's my mother. It's not my mother. And if it's not your mother, it's not your father, then it's got to be a grandparent. Well, which one? Is it a grandmother or grandfather? Which one? One generation. I mean, I've gone up to like 80 or 90 generations ago. We're talking the Flintstones that long ago. Caveman trapped emotions. Good. Give us a shout out if you liked the little demo here today, if this made sense. I'm going to read a couple comments, John, you and I. We have Barb Ashcroft is saying, having parents and grandparents who lived through the Depression, it's no wonder we got these. No wonder that is getting passed on. Elaine Goldman is saying, need help. I remember messages from my mother about lack of due to my father's business being slow. Oh, yeah, you heard that, and you had picked up. So that's probably your trapped emotions from hearing it. Unless business was really a problem when you were in the womb, then you might have picked them up then, or even before they were born. So, we don't guess where they come from. We find out where they come from.
Yeah, I always find the ages as well for people. So I nail it down to the exact age. Actually, it's a little wiggle room of 3 years. So I find if it's like 19, could be 18, 19, 20 in there. So yeah, it's unique to know. People can be like, oh yeah, that was a tough time, early 20s or whenever.
Yeah. So today we're looking for two specific people, or one, depends. We're looking for someone that wants a scarcity consciousness check. You know how you get your blood work done, you get your sugars done. Well, today you're going to get your scarcity consciousness levels checked. John, what are the levels of scarcity consciousness? They go from what to what?
0 to 100?
That's right, 0 to 100. We're going to measure 0 to 10, which is, it's 10 is the top. It's the same as 100. We want to find out where you're at on the scale, and then we're going to give you an emotion code session today to find out the buggers, your buggers, the prenatal buggers, inherited buggers, aka trapped emotions, that are causing you to have that consciousness. What trapped emotion are causing that? So that's what we're looking for today. We have some other people are giving some other samples, but today, and also as a reminder, John and I both have many programs. This is one of the many things that we clear from you, and it's a significant one because it's your overall vibration about scarcity. So we do it nice and early to say, okay, let's clear up let's go from a scarcity consciousness to abundant consciousness, and then we work on many other areas. Okay, John, I'm just going to do a quick little check, and you can too. And so Jim Hayward, can I get a scarcity check? Well, he's the first one that I saw. So I'm going to work with Jim. So Jim, you can just confirm that you're giving me permission to do that. And John, you can scan and find. Now, just so you all know, everybody has a scarcity issue. So it's not like, some people feel awkward and, well, y'all have one. Y'all have one.
Y'all.
It's like a heart wall. Y'all have one until they get cleared and they get corrected. So I probably don't have one because I've done this on myself and my clients and so on. So if you have one, it's because it hasn't been cleared yet. So Jim Hayward, I am going to give you a scarcity check. And not just check it, I'm going to actually clear it. And then, John, you can skim through.
Yeah, I found Stephen, and I'm going to butcher your last name, Stephen. Logrieria. Hey,
Stephen, my last name's Loche. Really? You don't think that gets messed up sometimes?
Says been living like that for 7 years. Would like the check.
Okay.
That's permission.
Yeah. Okay, good stuff. Just a reminder, we would like you to join our Facebook Emotion Code group. Once a week, I go in and do a little impromptu live show. There's no timing on it. Just depends on the availability of my schedule. We'd love to have you in there. It's a place for people that share their success stories, practitioners share their success stories, clients share their success stories. So, Jim, I'd like for you to let us know anything that you notice. And mostly right away, it's your thinking. Like, you know what? I'm thinking a little bit different. I actually bought myself something that I didn't think I wanted, or your level of scarcity. So the first thing I'm going to do, and we talked about the 7 keys. We do it a lot here. One of them is to make sure that I'm hydrated. So I'm going to be using muscle testing right here. And this is a yes. Let it go if it's a No. So right now, I'm Michael. I am. Am I hydrated enough? I am. Do I need more water? I don't. So I'm just going to keep my hands down here. I'm going to become Jim's proxy through his permission, and then I'm going to find out first what is the severity of his scarcity consciousness. Then I'm going to read this chart that's going to be in front of me. When I find it, then I'm going to call it and delete it. Find it, call it, delete it. FCD. Okay, hashtag FCD. Okay, so right now I'm doing that. I'm just making sure I'm hydrated enough. I am. Do I need more water? I don't. Okay, I have Jim Hayward's permission. I'm just muscle testing. Getting connected with Jim Hayward with his permission.
I'm going to just go ahead and connect up with Stephen now. I'll get a good connection here, Stephen.
I'm taking more water because I'm not connecting with Jim as of yet. So just Jim Hayward. There we go. We got it. So now I am officially Jim Hayward's proxy. Right now, am I Jim Hayward? Am I Michael? No, I'm Jim Hayward. So I have his permission. I'm tapped into his subconscious mind. And now I'm going to say, subconscious mind knows everything. That's spelled EV, everything. That's everything. How that's spelled. Okay. I'm asking my subconscious mind, me being Jim Hayward right now, what is the severity of my scarcity consciousness? 10 being severe. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? It's an 8. Is it a 10? Is it a 9? Is it an 8? Okay, it's an 8. My level of scarcity consciousness is an 8. What are the trapped emotions causing that? It's stubbornness. Is it my stubbornness? No, it's not. Is it my mom's or my dad's? It's my mom's. So now I'm deleting that. Remember, I found it. I called it. Now I'm deleting the inherited trapped emotion of stubbornness that I inherited from my mom. I'll just do a quick little check. Say, did I delete it? Is there more? Stubbornness again. Is it? And it's not mine because it already said, is it mine? It's not. Is it my mom's? It's not. Is it my dad's? It is. Do I need to know more? So now I'm releasing this inherited trapped emotion from my dad. They both had it.
Well, I got a
talk and I'll work silently.
Yeah, I found a heartache from Stephen. Heartache, and it was roughly 8 years ago, 8 or 9 years ago. That's cleared. And this scarcity severity is a 10.
Now I've got a grandmother 13 generations ago with stubbornness.
Hooey.
Swiping 10 times when it's a grandparent or parents.
Takes a little extra.
And I'm not counting, so people email me, you did more than 10. Yeah, I did. Build a bridge and get over it. I'm just doing it until it's done. Now I got a grandfather stubbornness. 47 generations ago, grandfather stubbornness.
That's a lot of stubbornnness there, Jim.
It is. It's like the hands on the hip kind of stubbornness. I don't want money.
Out of discouragement for Stephen, so we'll clear out discouragement.
Okay, that's it. There's no more trapped emotions. Is there any hidden ones? Hey, we didn't talk about hidden ones. They weren't on the chart.
Hidden? Oh, there's more than 4. There's a few other types as well.
Yeah, that's true. There was a little hidden bugger. I'm going to get rid of that.
I get that. Okay, sorrow. Where is this?
You know, just for the H of it, I'm going to check to see if there's any prenatal trapped emotions that are contributing to Jim's level of severity. Is there? There is. How many? There's 1. I'm going to take a stab at it. Would it be prenatal stubbornness? Oh, it is. Okay. Captain Obvious. Okay, prenatal stubbornness. So a whole lot of stubbornness going on in your family. This is good news because they are officially all deleted. So now I'm going to check my work. On a scale of 1 to 10, me being Jim Hayward, what was the severity of my conscious Scarcity consciousness, 10 being severely scarce. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Was it 10, 9, 8? And now, is it 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? 1? Okay, I'm not done my work.
It's a little stubborn.
Yes. Oh, I just found it. Okay.
Okay, I cleared a heartache, discouragement, sorrow, and frustration. All your own, Stephen.
Now I'm going to check my work again on a scale of 1 to 10. What is the severity of my scarcity consciousness? Is it 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0? Am I
What kind of
done?
nickname
Yeah.
are we going to give Jim?
What's that?
What kind of nickname are we going to give Jim?
I don't know. There, Jim, you are done. I'm just checking back. I'm just going to disconnect with Jim. There we go. Barbara Rowan gave me a hashtag, build a bridge and get over it. Susan Arthur saying, Michael is fierce today. Robert Schindel, hashtag, wave the magnet.
Found inherited creative insecurity.
Oh, okay. Cindy Trost is in the house. Good morning, Cindy. Bust your buggers. FCD with Michael. Kevin Hume gave me an FCD. I forget what that stands for. But
That was like 4 minutes ago. Yeah, I don't remember either. Father's side, 4 generations. Creative insecurity. The opposite of stubborn.
yeah, a lot of people want scarcity checks. One thing that we like to do, we like to work with new people. So we hear your request to, about 10 people want a scarcity check. So a lot of you we've worked with, we have a name for you. Who can guess the name of somebody we've done a session with more than once? And if you're really a show off, more than twice.
Yeah.
So who can guess the nickname we call people that have more than one session?
Don might know.
Found, call, delete. Thanks, Susan Arthur. Oh, that's a good question. Jim's saying, I'm not stubborn anymore. What's the opposite of stubborn? I would say allowing.
Yeah, he says, I guess,
stubborn, that means
openness.
you're not allowing it. If you're allowing it, that means you're receiving it.
Allowing Jim?
In my law of attraction seminar, I talk about the faucet, the valves of a faucet, right?
Yeah.
The water's behind the faucet trying to come through, but when the faucet's shut, you're not allowing it. So we could say that you're allowing valves to receive money and opportunities and abundance or shut tight. And then when you turn the valve, it can flow. So I would say that the opposite of stubborn is allowing. Jim, can you write that down for us, please? The opposite of stubborn is allowing. And allowing is the absence of doubt. So if you have doubts, the negative vibration that's stopping the allowing. Or Jim says, I guess it's openness. You could use that word too. Don Bohem say D-D-O-N, like D-D Don. Oh, he knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, Shirley Pierre and Susan Arthur have it right. Double dippers.
Double dippers.
Kelly Carson has another name. I'll let you
I
read
see
that.
that. We're not going to say that on TV, but on
live on a
I
family program.
I thought, no,
Kelly.
that makes sense. I thought it was a typo. But oh, Kelly did a dirty word typo.
Cleared terror from Stephen. Just keep plugging away here.
Yeah. Hey, we did a great job, John. At 9:31 today.
We're done.
9:31.
Are we at a 0? No,
got...
not done. Yeah, Stephen's a first timer. He says that, and so is Jim, I believe, too. So that's why we're
I don't think I worked with
timers.
Jim on here before, or you have. So that's why we chose Jim and the guy that you chose.
Yeah, that's why we do that.
Now, I did get an update yesterday from the cookie lady, Barbara. I did an impromptu Facebook. That's why we want you to join the Facebook group. An impromptu call, and boy, Barbara had her stubbornness hands on her hips. She said, "Oh, I'll do the cookies ones at another time." And you know what I gave her? It was an SOGTP. I gave her an SOGPT. Who wants to guess what that is? SOGPT. There's a dirty word in there. Barbara, can you give us an update on your SOGPT cookie story, please? And I think she called them biscuits.
Taken for granted, cleared that from Stephen. Oh,
Yeah. Barbara, where we say 4 days, no cookies. Remember Finn, Susan Arthur's son? My son Finn hasn't had any problems on a Sunday night since John healed him, aka cleared his trapped emotions a long time ago. Oh, Pramelia Bell got the SOGO. Oh, I guess I was missing some letters and she still got it. Should or get off the pot. That's what it stands for. Oh, I think I'll do it next week. No, do it now. SOGOTP. Or then there's the other one, build a bridge and get over it. Thanks, Pramelia. Amelia, that was funny. Oh, Corrine Beach Murray got it too. I think some people, there we go. English biscuits, 4 days. God, we sound like an old trucker's room today.
yeah, Kelly started it.
Yeah, Kelly. Kelly influenced the dirty word room. John, you're still working with your friend there, Stephen?
Yeah, I'm at a 1 for Stephen here. There's a little bit here.
Don't give up till you're done. I'm going to talk about a couple upcoming shows that we have coming up.
Yeah, what's next week?
Yeah, I only got 2 more shows planned, and then we're always doing a shout out for new topics. May 5th, on episode number 47, which is next week, seasonal allergies. We got a big secret about seasonal allergies. Not about the pollen at all in your nose.
Yeah.
BTW.
Just ask Shirley.
You're going to blow these buggers out of your nose next week if you have seasonal allergies. Blowing the buggers out of your nose. So we're looking for 1 or 2 people, minimum 1, so John or I can teach you, or not teach you, but show you how it's done. And then number 48, I'm not sure we're going to have anybody come forth, but we want to let you know it's something that we've helped people successfully with. It's WW, Weekday Wine. Oh, so yesterday I was a speaker at an event, and they gave me a bottle of wine, which I like. I remember one time I'm in Malaysia, and I'm speaking a lot, and it's very traditional to give a gift in Malaysia. One company gave me a globe, like the globe of the world. Hello, I'm flying home. There's a globe. Then another
Carry
company
on.
gave me 2 brass bookends, total weight 42 pounds. Hello, I'm flying home. Then another Indian group gave me an Indian rug.
Oh.
Hashtag I'm flying home.
15 feet long. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, big gifts. Like big gifts, right? Like wine and food. You're my best friend. So then I told my sponsor Derek, I said, I know it's very traditional that they would give me something regional. One company gave me a big frame print of their building. So anyway, I left all those gifts in Malaysia. I gave it to my team, and I said, I don't really need a globe at home or an Indian rug. It was beautiful, but it was just too much. It was like, everything's heavy, like 50 pounds. That's a suitcase worth.
Yeah.
So then I told them, I just want wine. And then I come to find out that wine is really expensive in Malaysia. And
really?
And some say it's even hard to find. Not like in Victoria, or there's wine
country. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was asking for something a little obscure. So anyway, it's from BC, Okanagan, BC. Canada produces some of the most delicious wines in the world.
Yeah.
This is called Fork in the Road, and it is Okanagan Valley, BC. This is not an endorsement because I haven't tasted it yet. But another
Today's
BC
episode
winery.
brought to you by Fork in the Road.
Yes, brought to you by Fork in the Road. Now, a fork in the road would be like a cone, wouldn't it?
Which way are you gonna
It's a
go?
cone in the road. Yeah, which way are you going? Because you're not going straight. Not with this fork in the road. John, give us an update. I'm going to run through to find out.
Okay, so cleared in anger for Stephen, guilt, indecisiveness, shame, taken for granted, terror. I got found an inherited creative insecurity, father's side, 4 generations, frustration, sorrow, discouragement, heartache. Not a lot of vibrations there. It's a pretty nasty list. But yeah, that's what's the orange cone in the road. That is what's creating this scarcity mindset. And it's
Yeah,
no
your
wonder.
friend,
Yeah.
our friend Shirley Pierre gave us an update. She's saying last year, because we're almost a year old, I had a seasonal allergy emotion code session on the show, and all is well. I know.
Well, isn't that nice?
Yeah. And Barbara's reminding me that there's a lot of Muslims in Malaysia. They don't drink or make wine.
There you go.
Yeah, that's probably why I didn't get it as a gift.
Yeah.
Susan Arthur thinks I need a private jet. I'd be bored all by myself. I'm nosy. I like to talk to my
You'd fill it
neighbors.
up. I'm sure you could fill it up.
Fill it up. Yeah. Jennifer Slater's home to watch us live. Loving that.
I got a 0 for Steven. I think that's a wrap.
Oh, good stuff. Good work.
What's
Okay,
the other?
so just a reminder, we've got seasonal allergies coming up next week. The week after, we got weekday wine. And if you have any suggestions for future episodes, we've got a little stockpile of a list, but you know, we're usually bringing things that we've worked on with our clients, and we said, hey, this would be a good reason. John and I both have very convenient online calendars that convert to your time zone. So when you call up the calendar, it'll ask where you're at, and you could be in Malaysia, you could be in London, you could be in Hawaii, and you don't have to do the math. What time is it for you? How many hours is that? Do you work at... You can book a session online right away, and then we'll send you the link to join us, whoever you choose, on a video call. And hashtag bring a list, what you want to work on.
Yeah.
We both have money programs, and I think we both offer one that's three, yours is 45-minute sessions long.
3 sessions. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're saying that to say it's not one swipe done. There's a lot. There's your anxiety about money, your beliefs about money, your resistance to having customers and clients, your resistance to getting money people owe you, the resistance to finding opportunities, the resistance to team. So we're going to cover all of that. So do yourself a favor. Instead of treating yourself to the new pair of shoes or whatever that you're resisting, treat yourself to a bro. Hashtag that, somebody.
Where's Misty?
Treat yourself to a
Yeah.
bro. Clean up your scarcity consciousness. Clean up your money blocks. Attract lots of money, and then you can buy all the delicious things that you love and want once we remove the block that's stopping you. John, we can see your website address below, aliveandpure.com. And
Absolutely. I posted my link as well to my website. You can find me at liveandpure.com. I'm on Instagram as well, and Facebook and Twitter sphere, everywhere.
around.
I'm around.
Oh, Shirley Pierre's giving us an idea. An idea for a show is infertility. Now, I helped a couple from New York with infertility that have had a baby.
Yeah.
And no, it wasn't a coincidence because they've been trying for years and spent
Me too. 5 years.
thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I'm not sure that we have a lot of people online that might be watching that, but it's a good to let you know that John and I can both work on infertility issues. And again, we might not have a viewer at the time, and we like to do something that's more relevant or common. Not that that's not common, but like today, it was easy to find money blocks. My
Absolutely.
friend and
Yeah.
her husband are having trouble conceiving. I referred her to the emotion code. Yeah, I would say definitely a one-on-one session for that because it's more than a quick swipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
I would recommend John for that because he's got some body code things that might be needed for that. So John, you are officially the infertility go-to guy.
You know, my wife Pam, she's a naturopathic physician. She's at an infertility symposium this weekend. Huge seminar with like a dozen doctors,
Yeah.
MDs and NDs, and so it's an interest for her as well.
And
Yeah.
not one emotion code person there, I bet.
Oh no,
No.
no, just her. She's probably the only one that knows about it there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, John and I are planning to do a live presentation in Nanaimo, BC on September something. And come join us live in the audience. My goal is that we're going to film it Facebook Live. It's on a Saturday, so it won't be I think it's at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a lot of details you don't need. We won't do the Saturday show because we're going to be in an exhibit there. That's the goal. And then we're going to go live on stage and have our charts there and bring people to the front of the room and do as many sessions as we can. So we are definitely putting ourselves out there and helping spread the word with the emotion code. We love you for sharing the show today. And anytime you shared it in the past, joining the Facebook group, staying connected with us. We love what we do. We love our work. We love helping you. Good. So here's how we'd like to end today. I'd like for 15 of you, that's a lot of people watching today. There's a lot of people that left comments. I'd like 15 of you to leave us a little note about what's something that you learned today, what was something that was exciting, what's something that made sense, or what's something that you have a different viewpoint on, something you're seeing something differently. 15 people, I'd like you to begin that now.
Do, 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 do.
Okay, John and I are going to read those comments later today. I have some appointments today. I'm looking forward to helping some more people. John, we will see you next Saturday here on the Bro Show. And of course, next Friday on the Hangout with Michael show. I was away today. Got a lot of email about that too. Is there no show today? No, there wasn't yesterday.
We miss
next
you.
Saturday, John and I are back with seasonal allergies. See you later, everybody.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.